And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the pass.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Alert, 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 alert.
Now Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Come to my world. Pistol.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Hey, here we go. 25. Point it right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base. Blue draw quarter.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Game situation. Let's go. Check 31. Check 31. Big dance. Go out. He's coming.
Now again, right side. Robinson. And some room to maneuver. 34 yards there and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Mayfield off the play fake. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
180. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Robinson. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
15-1. 15-1. General West. Check safety, check safety. Check 13. Look, squeeze.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Jim.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Packers nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Safe. Protein spill. Get it.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Go. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And some room to work. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. They'll run here with Robinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Down. 60 outlaw. Too low, I got tripped this side. 6'6", bullet high. Here I come. I'm coming after you, 25. I'm coming after you. Hey, box truck. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Go. Check. Go. Deep rip.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Point it right.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Drop deep.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 2.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Robinson. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Check your backer.
49, check 49, check 49.
Check 3, check 2.
They run. Robinson. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes to play. First half, it's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Watch the screen. 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 Snap.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. 5. Watch the pass. Watch that.
They go play action. Mayfield. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Hey, on 133. Regular.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break. Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because it really may be one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, echo.
Mike 57. I'm coming.
2nd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Hey, team 6. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because
This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right?
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Break.
53 is the mark.
Bravo.
53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. Three buzz. Tighten up.
Five.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Look, and it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Hey, lock it.
Shit. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. SOS.
Hard. Hit it.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
You draw perfect. Go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch gears.
Go.
Alert 3.
They'll run it now with Robinson.
I got you, boy.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, wahoo!
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. A very solid gain of 27. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Leo, 50, plant.
Let's go, you tighten up. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll run on 1st down. Robinson, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Smith.
53 to Mike.
Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lawrence. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
Let's go now. Moody base. Topper.
On 1st down, Robinson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
At the 15-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And a dump off here to Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, look, 3. Squeeze.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2.
Let's go. We got this. We got this. General West.
Watch it.
Look at me. Door. Shoot.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Get ready.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, 4 down.
Mike 4. Get that quarterback. And all come. Hey, exit.
Here's Mayfield. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Hey, Charlie.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and long for Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Robinson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
17 yards. And a Packer 1st down.
Ready. 70, Indy. Come, baby.
On play action, they'll throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You gonna take it. Anyway, you gotta take right there. Check, crunch. Check 4.
They'll try the left side. It's Robinson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's the backup Kaiser. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Under 10.
Now a give, right side. It's Robinson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Browns' 26-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Check 26.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
44, Mike, 44. Hey, watch the leg.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
44 to Mike. 44, Mike, 44. Let's go.
Kaiser now. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Kaiser. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return will stop right around the 25. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And now running right through it. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now a handoff here to his running back. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
He's checking. Crash.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Switch up. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Switch.
Again, it's Robinson.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check 43. 57 the mark. Go.
Kaiser to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lawrence. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 44-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Here we go. Let's go now. Big time of the ending. The 3. And watch that. And watch the ball. 2-6.
Kaiser. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. They've gone final now from Los Angeles, and it was the Panthers that wound up winning that one. If they could win that game, it would mean win number 11 for them on the season. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Hey, foxtrot.
Now Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
You got three down. Hey, I got 83. We got this, fellas.
One last shot from Mayfield here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end.